that will only be a hindrance to you if you hold on to it. Some stuff you need to say, well, see you later.
All right.
You need to tell your haters rather than you carrying them around with you and worrying about what they're saying. See you later. You need to carry old memories. You know, the stuff that we remember. Other folk have gone on with their lives and we're still remembering the bad thing that they said in the backside. Goodbye.
That's good.
Sometimes there are conditions. Look at somebody tell me I'm not the same person.
I'm not the same person
I used to be.
that I used to be.
Amen. I listen and I get disturbed sometimes at church folk that constantly talk about, listen, God delivered you from it.
Yes.
You don't have to keep reminding us of it. That's just me.
That's good.
But Ruth decides, I ain't going nowhere. I'm staying with you. Where you go, I'll go. Who are you influencing? Who's willing to follow you? What kind of example have you been to make somebody say, I'm with you for the long haul, I'm with you for the long run? And then the thing is there anyone you're willing to be faithful and dedicated to? Oh, did I tell you, by the way, that Naomi meant pleasantness? The meaning of her name was pleasant. They go back down the road, they're headed toward Bethlehem, and what happens? The people recognize her. But the interesting thing is, the people recognize the old Naomi. Nobody has that problem, do you? You've been through some stuff. You've had some things go on in your life. What you used to be. Isn't that what church folks say all the time? I'm not the same person. I used to be. Old things have passed away and all things have become new. Well, if old things have passed away, the stuff that used to make you mad shouldn't make you mad.
All right.
If old things have passed away, the stuff that used to make you act a fool don't make you act a fool now. If old things are passed away, the stuff that used to be negative in your life is not negative anymore. But anyway,
All right.
they said, here comes Naomi. They said, yep, that years have taken some time out on her. She don't quite look like she used to look. She's been through enough, but she's been gone for a while. But I know that look, I know that walk, I know that hairstyle. That's Naomi. And they looked at her and said, ain't you Naomi? And she said, don't call me Naomi. Call me Mara. Don't call me what I used to be. Call me what I am now. The life and the experiences and the things that I've gone through have made me into somebody totally different. Now, when she said Mara, Mara means bitter. Not that she was mad, not that she was vicious, but the word bitter also, or the word Mara also means strong. Myrrh, the oil that's used to anoint the dead, is a strong oil. As a matter of fact, Mary comes out of the word Mara. She says, call me because of what I've been through. My name has changed because of what I've been through. You knew Ruth, but now you need to meet the new me. What are you trying to say, Bishop Roberts? I'm trying to say that there should have been, or there should be, a time in your life that you learn from your experiences.
All right.
There should come a time in your life where all of the stuff, I argue with preachers a lot about, are you listening to what you're preaching? Because when you finish saying God is good and God is great and God is loving and God is peace, and you finish saying that stuff, God shall supply all your needs, and every time I look at you, you begging. God is a healer, but every time I look at you, you sick. God is a peacemaker, but every time I look at you, you're confused. Somewhere down the line, you ought to be able to look back and say, I'm not the same person.
Yes.
I've got a new name. My name ain't broken poor no more. My name is prosperous now. My name ain't sick no more. My name is health now. My name is not confused no more. My encouraging and praising.
All right now.
She said, don't call me Ruth. I've been through some stuff. Don't call me rather Naomi. Because I've been through some stuff. And because I've been through some stuff, I'm a different person. That's her becoming a different person. She gets back and she hooks up with an ex-relative called Boaz.
Yeah.
Boaz decides to help her out. She got Ruth with her. A smart woman. She got Ruth with her. Boaz, by the way, is a wealthy man.
Yes. Yes.
Managed to keep his money during the fall or during the hard times. During the famine, he manages to hold on. He's a wealthy man. She tells Ruth, go glean in the field. Now, as you, the gleaning meant that people that did not have enough, the poor people, if you will, the folk that were homeless, the people that didn't have enough, they could go into the farmer's field behind the gatherers. The gatherers would go gather up, but they never took it all. They always left some extra. That'll tell somebody something. Don't be greedy and eat it all. Don't be greedy and take it all. The Indians wouldn't eat all the corn. They'd save some so they could have some new corn to plant. She had Ruth go gleaning in the field. Now what I find interesting is that Ruth went out in the field dressed up. Does that sound like a plot? She went out in the field looking good.
Right.
Gleaning. Now that says something also. That says that no matter where you are, what your condition, what you don't have. I'm kind of up in age, if you will. And my mother used to always say, Jakie, if you ain't got but one shirt, starch it. They used to starch shirts back then. Starch it and iron it. Come home and wash it at night and starch it and iron it. And it'll look like you got a different, if you ain't got but one, what am I saying to you? I'm saying rather than allow conditions to pull you down, you may be gleaning, but you ain't got to look like a gleaner.
All right.
You may not have, but you ain't got to look like you don't have. She catches the eye of Boaz. But their custom was she would have to marry the nearest of kin. But Naomi is smart. She's learned over the years. I tell you what, don't sleep with him, but sleep at the foot of his bed, in his tent door, so that when he wakes up in the morning, he don't know what he did. Y'all ain't gonna say that. And the people that see it won't know what he did. So the older relative that wanted, that is due to her, ain't gonna want her because he gonna think. Sometimes a rumor can bless you rather than hurt you. Sometimes folk can say negative, so much negative stuff about you until somebody want to meet you to see if you're really that bad. And then when they meet you and find out you really ain't that bad, they're willing to help you. So you know the story. She ended up marrying Boaz, begetting Obed, begetting Jesse, begetting David, on down to Jesus.
Yes.
All because a woman ended up in a bad place with bad things happening. What are you trying to say? I'm trying to say that sometimes the bad things or the negative things that happen, you remember the song said, I'm so glad trouble don't last always. Why am I telling you this story? I'm done, my 15 minutes are up. Why am I telling you this story? Because my belief is there are about 2 or 3 of you here now that names have been changed.
Hallelujah.
The things you've been through, the stuff you are going through now, right there, behind you. Yeah. The stuff you're dealing with now is like being in Moab. When she was in Moab, what happened to her? Her husband died, her sons died. So that doesn't mean people around you are dying, but what it does mean is that things are going from one level to another level. But look at how far God has already brought you. Nobody but the Lord could have brought you through a couple of things that you've recently come through. And I want you to know he changes your name. Not to tears no more, but to a smile. He changes your name, not to back down, having a nervous breakdown, but becoming stable and steady, and stable and sturdy, and stable and sturdy. He plants your feet. If nobody else got anything out of this lesson, you get something out of it.
Yeah.
Amen.
Okay? He knows your name, and he'll change your name, and he'll take tears and turn it into a smile and give you joy. All right? God bless you. It is amazing. I used to sing a song a long time ago that said, there is no telling what God will do
If you believe.
if you believe. There is no telling what God will do if you believe. There is no telling what God will do if you believe. Have you ever had something that looked like it was a mistake and it turned out to be a blessing? Look at somebody and say, you really don't know
You really don't know
my name.
my name.
When you look in the mirror, stop calling yourself negative names and say something good to yourself
Amen.
about yourself. And if you say something good to yourself and about yourself, you'll stop hearing what other people are saying to you. It's interesting that you're sitting near the door. That might be your regular seat, I don't know. But I find it interesting that you're sitting near the door. And the reason I find it interesting that you're sitting near the door is because there's another door
Hallelujah.
that's getting ready to open. You've got your hand on the knob getting ready to turn. And what that says to me is that it's very, very close. One door opened, but it wasn't big enough. Another door is getting ready to open. And he said he'll open doors. Ain't that what we count on the church folk? He said, I'll open doors. We like telling folk, God will open doors. That sounds nice and religious. But he takes it a step further. He says, I am the door. So if he is the door, he don't need to open it. He's already there. And the I am presence have to rest in you. And when the I am present rests in you, then you become your own door. It's simply a matter of walking into yourself. But he opens a new door, okay? And there's a blessing, there's a blessing, there's a blessing. I don't know who she is, but somebody comes all the way from the spirit world. And it's like she would pat you on the shoulder and tell you, get up, get up, get up. You understand what I'm saying? Sometimes we're sitting down on stuff. Sometimes we're laying down on stuff. Sometimes we decide to just take a break. But that spirit comes to encourage you to get up. God bless you. God bless you.
There is no telling.